Hello, hello everyone. Hello, my dear friends. 1 second. Doing a little thing. Okay. So, welcome to Q&A, Photigy School of Photography. I am Alex Koloskov, your host today. I'll be today reviewing your submissions to Photigy Premium Members Group, as usual, on Facebook. Okay, let's see. Hello, Alisa. Hello. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3 submissions. So we'll start from first. The very first, then Alisa, will be you with your very nice glossy Cartier bracelet, and then Aurora. So first, Mohammed, I think, well, not sure if it's your first post, but yeah, didn't see much from you. Welcome to the group if it's your first post. And this is your result, and this is your lighting setup. So you said your first splash photography. Okay. So you capture splash. That's for sure. You were able to capture splash. Something that kind of moves, right? And your flash duration, the setup, the lighting setup is good to freeze action. This is what I can tell for sure by this, looking at this. Okay? But so technically it's done okay. There is no really motion blur, really, it's good. But splash photography, why you did it this way? You just, drop it. I understand it's probably you've been trying to get it while it was falling, right? Anyway, what I was saying. Technically, it's good. In terms of lighting, it could be, I think, better if you put the light behind instead of front, because we have softbox in front of everything and then white background. Maybe there was another light, but I don't see it, okay? And for this, it may be a very nice result if you just will put the spotlight, let's say diffuse spotlight, sort of like a honeycomb grid or whatever, at the spot on the background, which is behind, and get light through. So your result will be quite different. It will be bright middle, it will be heavy vignetting, and then it will be something going on splash in the middle of the bright spot, which will look way better than this, than just plain sort of magentish background. I think, well, it may be my monitor, but no, it's not my monitor. It's actually a little bit not off white balance. The background is a little bit on the magenta side. So it's better to be gray. So you can always pick white balance by that background and get it balanced. Really, it will look better, believe me. If it will be just, shades of bright gray. Okay? And then the last thing is about your splash. Try to catch something nicer. So ideally, how I would do it if I'll be on your place, I would stick that glass to the glass surface or whatever we've been shooting with plexiglass. What it was? Table. Okay, table with the glass. So I glued it. Just, some get sticky stuff, sticky pad. Stick this glass on your table. Pour the liquid there. Make it calm. Take a picture when there is no liquid on the floor, no liquid on the plate, on the table. Okay, it's nice and clean. That's first shot. And then have a friend or someone, or maybe yourself if you have remote for the camera. Start moving table, just shaking it like this. Okay? So the water in the glass, which will be still standing because it's sticky, will start coming out, and then you basically, you start shaking a little bit, but then big shake. It will go like this, and then you capture it this way. Clean table. Beautiful splashes coming out of this glass, and everything will be super nice. Do this recipe, shoot it next time, and show the result. If for some reason you won't be able to catch it at the first time when you will be shaking and it will be wrong timing, which is fine. It happens all the time, so you need to put it again and shake it again. You catch it when it's nice, kind of coming out of the glass without actually hitting table yet, so it's just coming out. Catch it. You have first shot with the glass and table intact, I mean no splashes at all. Grab the bottom of the glass from that shot, okay, in Photoshop, layer it, so it will be always clean table and always nice splash, okay? Cool. And then we'll talk about, how to improve it. Because this is just too simple, you just kind of tested it, you can, capture the splash, but now you need to work on the splash. Alrighty? Thank you, man. Looks good. Need more effort then. Hello, Aurora. Yeah, I've seen your yellow. Where is soap? Okay, but first we'll talk about Alisa. Cartier bracelet. Yeah. This is the really nice shot. I like its cleanness. It's nice and simple, but some cleaning, I guess. This is nice and clean, right? I'm wondering, by the way, will it work for AI or not? We'll see. AI is not good at tiny things. It may change it, unfortunately. But let's talk about this. So, somehow, Alisa, this looked for me almost like it was iPhone shot on the actual, in the store with kind of store lighting. Don't get me wrong, it's all kind of look nice. It's nice and clean. Well, we have some, little thing here and here, this kind of dust, but it's always there. But I don't know, maybe because of the depth of field, or it's really kind of strange feeling. Again, I have this just a feeling like it was not a studio environment. Maybe, okay, this is why. Maybe it's just because too bright here. Okay, look at this area on front of this box. It's like when you shoot with iPhone or with any camera with flash, on-camera flash, it gets, lots of light, boom, in front, and it will highlight all this stuff that is in front. When you do studio, usually we can avoid it by, placing lighting here and there, so there is not direct reflection, and it kind of looks interesting. Studio type of look, right? Studio lighting. So this way, it reminds me the just like on-camera flash light because of this. It's like all highlighted, things look straight on the camera is super bright, and then we just have natural shadows and things. I understand that this is bracelet and it should have, of course, bright reflection in front, but maybe it will be better, it will look better if looking at your lighting setup. Yeah. So I'm not sure which is which here, but let's say on this last one, if you have this kind of U-shaped diffuser in front of everything, and then the light not behind next to the camera, but like two lights on the sides, so the sides will be brighter of that U-shaped diffuser, and the middle will be a little bit darker. And if lights will be more on the sides, the result may look different here. It may be like more like here and here. You know what I'm saying? So a little bit more like, more like studio type of thing. The rest, it's fine here. But yeah, I wouldn't call it like a hero shot. Maybe crop. Maybe I would crop it more like this. I don't know. Then this, I like this because, well, it's a little bit unusual. Even they have this document, right? The authenticity, whatever, passport for this thing, which is cool. It has nice. Well, it doesn't look like it's super expensive leather, but who knows, maybe. But I doubt. Anyway, it looks good, and what I really like here is the reflection. So it's like I see how glossy, how like it's really polished metal here and here, and it's really nice. It's cool. By the way, what is this? Is it like? I think it's on a metal, right? Maybe some label, or I don't know. Anyway, look a little bit strange. So a little bit more cleaning, because the sexiest thing here is the metal, on this bracelet. So I would work a little bit more on this side. Okay. Hello, Shivum. You are here, my friend. So this I would definitely clean. Then this little bit. So, в общем, clean the. I start speaking Russian. That's crazy. Clean the bracelet as much as you can here. Maybe I would crop it a little bit, but again, the idea is here to show probably the how we call it, ID, the number, the serial number on it, and stuff. So maybe it's fine. 95%, but it's not percent. Platinum, very nice. It's even more interesting. It's platinum. So this is good. I like it. Again, maybe I crop it a little bit different, but this is good too. I mean, very simple shot, right? I would use matte plexiglass for this. I don't know. I don't think this reflection makes sense there. Tiny shadow on the matte plexiglass, yes. But this, so I wouldn't choose the glossy one, okay? It's up to you, but yeah. Then, of course, Photoshop, cleaning. Cleaning is needed to get this sorted out. You have a little bit loss of sharpness, which is fine, but yeah, it should be cleaned. So make it nice and dark. This edge, here cleaning, here cleaning. So just regular post-production for the jewelry. Just clean it, and it would be nice. This is the same thing. So it's all simple. You cut it in there. Yeah. Let's try to. No, I'll do later in the reviews. We'll see. We can run it through AI, but I think it will be bad. Because it's just too tiny. And now I'm trying to clean the dust from images and not to look like generated image. And 5 years ago you didn't afraid. I mean, maybe not you, but photographers were cleaning the jewelry for last 15 years, and cleaning relatively heavy. I was reviewing it. In many cases it was like a plasticish. Nobody was talking about AI, because it was, now it's like, oh, this is AI. I can tell you only this. The AI generated images is really, only photographers are afraid it. Afraid them. Of course, if it doesn't look natural, yeah, nobody will like it, or it's not needed. But metal should be cleaned. You can use algorithm like on Photoshop, those new things like spot cleaning and stuff, and it may be AI-ish. So anyway, it should be cleaned at least. It's not ready. It's not production ready yet. It's production ready, but it's not final. It's just like a raw image. Jewelry, we always clean it, right? Okay, so thank you, Alisa. We'll play with it a little bit later after I review Michelle, and then we'll jump on AI. So people who don't like it, we won't see this. But it's funny to see how photographers, like against AI. Same thing against Photoshop, like 15 years ago. Same thing 20 years ago for digital cameras. I've seen it all. Like people say, no, it's shit. Anyway, fun to see. Let's open it. So, Aurora. Right. No waiting step. It's nice. I think, yeah. This flowers, I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I've seen it's all over here. They look nice. They're very, tiny, and I think it's done well. You have this reflection, nice gradient on top because it's matte. Then it goes bright reflection on the edges, nice, like a gradient also. But then it's gone here, right? It's a little bit more on this side, but not much there. I think it will benefit if you have reflection at least till here, so more reflection on the sides. Like here, for example. You see, this look nicer. Not only because it has flowers and this has flowers too, but because of the reflection. It has a reflection with flowers, like shadows, and it really looks nice. So this side, right, left side. Right side is not so nice because it's dropped. Imagine that this nice gradient will go all the way, well, at least till here. It will be better. I don't know your lighting setup, but I can guess it either a table was blocking it or you didn't have large enough for diffuser and light all over to the bottom. Whatever, I don't know. Post lighting setup next time so I can see it. And yeah, this is just a cut. So, good job, good job. Let's play with a little bit. I was a little bit playing. So I have this application. It's called Styled Photo Generator. You've been there for a while, but recently I did some improvements on it, and it actually it does some amazing stuff. Really, really cool stuff. So how it works? You have your subject, right? Let's do portrait. You position subject whenever you like it, and let's have it somewhere like this, right? And then reference image. So I just went on Pinterest and he was looking, for something yellowish, something with perfume, some cosmetic. And I downloaded few images just as a references, okay? So the beauty of this, you just put a reference image and it will create something like similar. And it may look good with your product. You don't need to prompt anything. So I played with this. Let's try this one, for example. Because it's yellow, and here is a yellow and that kind of bluish, greenish background, dark one. Look, this looks nice, right? So something yellowish, orangish on that background. So maybe our bottle will look nice as well. For this, it doesn't matter what kind of subject on it, or it will just take colors and style. It's not gonna copy image. You'll see it. So let's just generate image. And yeah, I was playing with this stuff. It's nice. It will be a video on YouTube soon. I'll basically recreate in my jewelry portfolio with it, because we have upscale, and upscale look really good when done properly. Upscale is provide very good results. So I'll be making it. Okay. So this is what we have. Let's download it. You see the colors and everything. We have some strange on cap, but I think it's not your crop. It's kind of a little bit, so we may need to regenerate it. But the color, schema, I think it's cool with this yellow. And this is actually how I'm using mostly this application to test. This is what I would suggest for photographers. Before you go to the studio, you can find something similar that you want to shoot in the studio with your actual item, with your product. But before you go there, you can play with this tool to see how it may look like. So you take a simple picture of your subject, get the shot that you want to, your inspiration shot for your real work in the studio, and then just upload here. Let's run this another one. We just grab this one, for example. So I want to see how it will look like with this bottle, for example, before I go to studio. So I upload, I put it as a reference image here, and just, let's try the studio photography option. We may not use it. It's different result a little bit. So then I can visualize it, get some little bit more idea, and then after that I go to studio, because I don't want to be wrong when I be, buying props and stuff, and then just once start working in the studio, I just found, well, it doesn't really look nice. Sometimes people can see just, imagination, just like close your eyes and see. Sometimes they need to, well, it's better to visualize it with real stuff. So you see, you can always play, okay, for example, this is orange on here, orange not so good, so probably it's not a good idea. What else do we have? I have this. For the lesson, I have all kind of reference images that may look cool. For example, what about blue? Blue under your yellow bottle. Let's try this blue. We'll see. Okay. Meanwhile, what I have here, I was playing it before. So yeah, I did this with this wasn't good. This is I showed you, this was previous, the same reference image. This is what was one generation, and this is another generation that I did in front of you, right? I like this one is better, actually. Yeah. Upscale is not here because it's too small image. If it would be larger image, you will have upscale and it may look really nice. Like for example, this one can upscale. Yeah, I can upscale. And you will see that this image, for example, this from portfolio, but it's not really super cool image. Oh, this one is upscaled one. So I'll show you how it look like. Upscale image with good source. So actual size. So you see, this is my jewelry. I mean, it didn't change it at all. This is my, retouched jewelry. It's a little bit touched more, almost like a little bit polished, a little bit polished metal. Sometimes the edges you see need to fix, but in general it's good. And then the generation part looks just perfect. This is a little bit over 3000 pixels on the side. So upscale is nice. Let's see what it generated for the last one. I think it's a little bit blurry. That's why it's a little bit. Actually, it's similar flowers, right? So you may like it, may not. Okay. This is it, I think. Alice, I don't know, do you like it? Do you want it or not to try to run it? The jewelry, we can try, but I think it may not work well with your jewelry. We can try. Because it's too tiny. I give the dimensions. Well, when I download your image about dimensions, so this image is 1300 by 2000 size, right? This is the image. So when it gets cropped, it will be less resolution. So talking about we calculated in the frame whatever I put a size on the frame. With upscale, the frame will be about 3500 pixel long because it was portrait. So 3500 or 3600 pixels long. And the size of the bottle, of your bottle, whatever I was scaling it, was larger than the actual size in pixels after it clipped it from the background. And if it happens, we disable upscale. Otherwise, it will be stretched and people will be saying, what the shit? So it should be not more than actual size of image. For you, it was probably, somewhere like 1600 maximum the size of the actual item in pixels. And I've stretched it a little bit. I'll show you when. For example, upscale here is not available. Look at this. But then, look at this. You see, upscale now is available. Why? Because if it will be 3000 pixel frame, this will be not more than actual size in pixels of this item. If I put it like that, upscale is disabled, right? So we calculate it dynamically. So if we put it something like this, and as a reference image, what can we, I don't know, what can we do? Reference image, reference image, we may have this. I don't know, maybe this. And generate. Right, so getting back to your shot, for example, if I want to recreate it, resize and position. You see, upscale is disabled. So if I remove it, I'll put it like, okay, this way, upscale is enabled, meaning this will be not more than actual size, whatever was uploaded. Okay. Yes. To make upscale possible, you can usually upload about 5,000 pixel by 5,000 pixel JPEGs. It can be large. You accept 15 megabyte. Just make sure it's not more than 15 megabytes. So don't save it JPEG like quality 90 or whatever. Save it like 70%. It's enough. It's fine. So less than 15 megabyte, but pixel wise it can be huge. You can upload 50 megapixel image, whatever. So with this, you see, with this size, it will be upscale. But if you put it like this, upscale is already here because it's landscape. So with this, we can always get this and, well, let's say use the same image since it's nice. Let's do this cinematic style. It's interesting what it will be with Midjourney, sort of, and generate. And by the way, once you start generating, you can navigate off and work on something else. It kind of runs it, and it will be on your gallery. So Alisa, with you, this is what we got. And yeah, you see, it kind of it ate a little bit the edges, which is not good. So it's jewelry works really nice if it's like big pieces of jewelry. Like this, for example, it's nice. And actually upscale look better than small one. If I upscale this one, it will remove this kind of, it's strange, you know, edge, which doesn't look nice at all. It will remove it. If I can upscale it, yeah, I can upscale here. It will be nice and smooth. Really, it's kind of, upscale is improving, it's a little bit polishing things here. And yeah, like this one. Yeah, I can upscale too. Upscale takes time though. Okay, so this is what we got for your shot, right? And wow, too much yellow. But anyway, let's try to upscale this one. I'm out of upscale only on this, on Pro plan. Okay, so standard doesn't have upscale. I'm on standard plan. Poor Alex. I need to, you know, upgrade myself a little bit. Unfortunately. So yeah, upscale. But once I'll upgrade, I can upscale and I upload the image Aurora for you, so you can check it out. Not the pixel for the whole dimension. Yes, correct. So again, how it works. You upload the image, right? This is the image that was uploaded. You see, we clipped it from the background. So it doesn't matter how large was the initial file. If the subject is small there, we'll calculate only this size, because this is what we work with. We cut off the rest and forget about it. We throw it away. So this is the image that actually works. And you can easily calculate the size of it in pixels when you create the high resolution file. Okay? Because we need to make sure we're not stretching it when we upscale it. Otherwise, it will look bad. Or we can improve it with AI. Of course, we can polish it with the text and little details, which will be gone as well. So it's not good to polish it. This is why upscaler works really nice with people, because the skin, everything did the same. There is no much details that you can lose. Here you can lose it all. So you see, upscale is enabled, upscale a bit disabled. Okay. By the way, let's try. I probably don't have video capabilities. Video is here as well. You can do, I mean, the video sometimes is really nice. Yeah, I cannot. I don't know. Can I show you the video or not? 1 second, guys. I'll see. Maybe I can show you some videos. Anyway, do you have any questions? Shoot it, because I'm almost ready now to say you goodbye. Come on. The video. No. Yesterday I was playing with video, maybe it was on the phone, I don't remember. Oh yeah, 1 second. So one video, another video, another video, and it looked like this. So the file that was, I'll show you how to make stuff like this with Shape Creator. Again, I did many changes recently. We upgraded that Splash Creator, not Splash Creator, guided generator. But this is the video. Kind of a little bit, that's so cool, but it'll work. This is a little bit more interesting. The video of the brush or whatever, wow, it's like, that's not good. This was really strange, whatever it's created, just like, wow. Yeah, that was the video. Okay, so guys, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be recording today or tomorrow detailed tutorial of how to use this particular application, because like I said, I think it's really good tool for a photographer to experiment with AI before you do stuff in the studio. It's useful. And later I will have this guided photo generator. Eventually it stopped working nice, really nice. And we actually doing some another stuff which you're gonna like it, but it will be a surprise a little bit later. Okay. About the monthly subscription, does it will use credits carry over? No, we not carrying over. We add in each month, but they not growing. No, we cannot do this. There is no such thing in these subscription models. It just, I can explain you as, business side, if people will be saving, and then at some point they'll start using all these huge amount of credits that they usually don't have with relatively small subscription. It may completely kind of kill the service. So without raising amount of users, we may have 10x more load on the server and everything, and we basically can be killed. So if you look at anything like this, there is no carryover on such plans. I mean, on any services like this. Okay. This is the nature of this. It's called software as service, SaaS, right? So this is how it works. Okay. Thank you for staying with me today. I wish you beautiful rest of this week. I wish you beautiful weekend, and I see you next Thursday. Okay? Bye, my friends. Bye. Thank you, Alisa.